Hello everyone, this is Wolf. Why is my stream not? There we go. Just a little bit of delay. OBS, it seems. Hello everyone, this is Wolf. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. I decided to start up doing some more hardcore with 1.20 because there's some really cool builds that I want to work on. Some fun things that I want to try. So, I'm going to create a new world. Don't mind the world list back there, nothing really anything special there. Let's name this Hardcore Level 1.20. Survival doesn't have two S's. Just gonna see where this goes. I've already picked a seed. This one spawns me right next to a cherry grove. There's a village nearby. It's a quick and easy start, but the main thing is it's high in the mountains. It's got a lot of the new stuff nearby. So, not going to really change anything else other than hardcore. You need to remember to do that. Let's go. With today's episode, my main goal is to secure that village that I know is nearby, as well as to build a starter base. Just something simple, doesn't have to be super large, but basic enough for the next couple episodes to be sustained by that one location. And that's a dirt block. Here we go. So this is what I liked about this seed. It just spawns you right here, right by those trees. There's a village in the distance and another one over there. It's the one over there next to that cherry grove that we're going to go to. So, I know it's kind of a waste right now, but I'm going to just run that way. Along the way, there's a couple oak trees, and that will be how we'll get some starting wood. Cows up there, lots of sheep around, horses. Nice little ravine here. So my goals for this series are survive. I've always started every other series first episode with my plans and hopes for the series. They've always ended up in kind of a mild disaster. It's my own fault. I'm not a particularly good Minecraft player. I like to build. I like to make things look pretty and interesting. Fighting and general survival and non-klutziness are not my strengths, but I still try to have fun. So for this one, I'm just going to take it one day at a time. And if I maybe make it, 8 or 10 episodes in, but yeah, I'll start discussing some more long-term goals. So everything's running quite smoothly with the stream, which is very nice. I haven't streamed in a while. Also made some changes to my microphone settings, with the assistance of my best friend, so hopefully I'm sounding a little bit less tinny. I understand that was a thing from previous streams, and I do apologize. Oh, come on. Any more apples? I'll run back to the other one real fast because I got an apple drop from this one. 6. So I don't think of it as a waste when starting out to just take the time to tear down all the leaves, because the sticks sticks are helpful. If it's an oak or a dark oak tree, apples. So, not to mention you get saplings and all that fun stuff too. So, all part of the process of starting out. Now, if you're later on and you don't really need to worry about them, then it's not that big a deal. But on day one, everything potentially has value. Thank you, Cyro. Cyro is the friend who assisted me with my audio. He is awesome. Alright. There's some hay bales at the village right there. Let's go over that way. Reason being is that's the village I want to build by. Also, that one's on the other side of a cliff. But if I go up this way, we've got pumpkins. That's excellent. Already got some wheat that is grown fully. Awesome. Alrighty. Starting food. Very useful. with that, we've got a stonemason, so I don't need to worry about making a stone cutter. Lots of stuff here. There's hay bales over there. Perfect, perfect. And more hay bales over here. Did I just seriously run around the entirety of this house and steal the bed? I totally did. Oh. Once I've got a few of these resources, I'm going to go up and set up a temporary base location, probably at the top of the hill. Because up there's a meadow. So part of the reason why I chose this seed and this particular spot in the seed is because there's, one, it's so close to spawn, but also, I mean, this view, this location, this strikes me as like a peaceful mountain village vibe, and it is awesome. Don't need a blast furnace just yet, and just nitwits here. Okay, that is something to keep an eye on. So, as with a couple of things, if I can secure this village and make sure that everybody's all safe, even that means I have to relocate them, and I really hope I don't have to, then I will of course do villager breeding and villager training hall and all that stuff, but always trying to make sure that I don't bite off more than I chew right now. Stonemason, got a couple stone cutters. Ha, chest. Okay, so pretty much everything in here is useful to me except for the poppy. No, but that's okay. Alright, so this is the meadow that I thought would make such a good place to build in. So remember, I looked at this seed a little bit before I started in here. Anything within about, 200-300 blocks, I've flown over in spectator cam, but not much more than that. See, look at this. You've got the snowy, icy mountain, the stony mountains, these beautiful cherry groves. This is where, right here, is where I'm going to build my starter base. All the cornflowers. Blue dye is not going to be a problem, people. Blue dye will not be a problem. So, alright, now for the elephant in the room. The cherry blossom tree. Yeah, Mojang, you outdid yourself. These are beautiful. Oh, I'm not normally somebody who works with pink. I could do a lot. Also, I love this purple. This is getting ideas. Getting the kind of ideas that will change things. Getting the kind of ideas. Switch to, actually, let's be somewhat smart about this. Let's go grab some stone. Just don't want us to do cobblestone from the village. Don't want to do that. I think there's some caves over this way. Sorry, momentary... cave right there. Momentary indecision about how to handle something. Ooh, and cave right here. With andesite. The one time I need cobblestone. Okay. Just stone tools, but it'll get the ball rolling. So, of course, we're going to make an axe, a pickaxe, a shovel, and a sword. And I'll probably make a hoe as well, just to be on the safe side. Plus, we need to make sure we grab enough to find some iron, apparently. I can afford to make another of these. Let's do this. Let's go through and make our axe that goes in the axe slot, a sword that goes in the sword slot, and a pickaxe that goes in the pickaxe slot. And I'll make the rest of the tools later. I really was not expecting to find iron right now, but I'll take it. See what we got right here. No coal so far. That's okay. Coal is surprisingly easy to find. If you're able to, look at the side of hills, but no matter, I can use wood as a fuel source as well. Oh. that I've got some tools and the crafting table, I was going to chop down a couple of these trees. Okay. I'm 1 cobblestone short. Pro speedrunning skills, right here, people. Pro speedrunner skills. Alright, just grab a couple more so I don't have to think about this material for a little bit. That was annoying. So mad at myself for that. Oh well. I guess I should just laugh at myself. It's probably better. Alright. Now we've done that. I will also use this as an opportunity to set up a furnace and get that iron cooking. No, not that. Let's not do that. That and that. Put that in there along with a couple of planks. You go in there first. Oh. Yeah, using wood tools for that's actually a surprisingly useful and functional way of avoiding the excess clutter the wooden tools will often give you. Okay, so maybe one of the ones that you're going to have to kind of get up underneath. Okay. Ooh. That's a different sound. It's very soft. And I just picked up some of the petals. Oh well. These are so pretty. Anyway, I have plans for this wood type. I'm going to need blackstone, so that means nether. Let's see, am I biting off more than I can chew? Probably. Well, when has that stopped me before? Okay. So, let's go grab this stuff. Put that in there. Sleep through the night so we don't have to worry about accidentally dying. Sorry, just checking a message from someone. Okay. We are getting cherries. And these petals are so cool too. I'm going to have fun with this. I am going to have fun with these building materials. Okay. So to do what I've now just kind of conceptualized and now have fallen in love with, I think is a great idea. Yay me. I'm going to need to get a good amount of this wood, but I'm also going to need to go to the nether today. So I guess I will be kind of checking up on my speedrunning abilities. Or lack thereof. Oh, it keeps going. Okay. Did not know that. They could do that. Okay. Sorry, this wood type is gorgeous in the extreme. So, like, the bark, it just creates such a nice, almost dark vibe. It's surprising that you get that from a pink tree, but yeah. Oh, and the bees are all over the place. Excellent. Alright, well, while all that's going down, do this. Oops. These are going to be so easy to accidentally break. Alright, I'm going to go down to the second village, which is over this way. Grab anything useful from that. Oops. It's not down, it's across. There it is. Okay. So for the starter house, I am going to need some oak, so I'm also going over this way for the oak. If I can find some iron along the way, would be useful. So, 3 irons, kind of, sort of, not enough. Nice to also have some coal, so got the zombies in there. Do not have Optifine, because it's not out for 1.20 yet, so That's okay. We'll be dealing with a little bit of fog for a bit, but I won't be exploring super far for a little while. Ah. It's a spawner. Okay. That's kind of cool and annoying. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm here. Let's see what we've got here in this village. Torch. Be helpful if I had some coal to make, but that's okay. Collect some here in a little bit. So, nope, not there. Bunch of hay bales. I suppose I can make a stone hoe. Ooh, yes, please. Actually, I can take you. Oh. Let's throw down make a stone hoe. Yeah, it may not be super necessary, but you know, it'll make collecting the hay bales here a lot easier. That's so much smoother. Okay. So for the starter base, the palette that I'm thinking of is going to be blackstone and this wood. I'm biting off a lot, but I think it's worth it. So, okay, here. If it works out how I think it will, I'm gonna have an amazing base. So, but to do that, I'm gonna need to go to the nether. Alright. Should be plenty of food unless there's more over there that I missed, which that's entirely possible. Yep, okay. Okay, more chests. And I believe I picked up a chicken egg along the way, so I've got one of those now too. Over here that I saw that. Okay. Some more coal there. Mostly I need iron, so a little bit of caving is probably in the near future for me. Let's see, I can probably reach that from over here. And there's more. And see, there's lots more. Okay. That's one of the things I love about coal. You can find so much of it so suddenly, and it's like, oh, okay. Now I have enough to make torches. I can do a bunch of other things in here. This. There we go. That was a little weird, but whatever. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna make a decision right now, probably a wise decision, but we shall see, to make a shield, please. There it is. Okay. Exploring a smaller cave like this can provide itself with a decent amount of early on reward. Just have to be careful how you do it. Like, that was a witch's laugh. Yep, that's definitely a witch. So, I'm gonna risk digging down here a little bit. See the zombie. Oh, not good. Oh. Minecraft just randomly decided to minimize itself. Okay, I'll wait a little bit before I go caving again. Yeah, I think that's a good course of action. Oh, I really rely on armor a lot. Oh, there is a church up here. Okay. This will have a brewing stand in it. Dude. Really? Oh. Okay. What happened? You've buried your church. So now that I know that I'll have that, I'll be kind of nice and put a torch down there for you. Where are you going? Trying to go up here, I guess. Don't know. Let's just get back over this way. Try caving in a different place. Or stumble upon some more iron. Either or, I'm good with. Cave entrance is okay. Zombie right there. One piece of coal. Spiders aren't all that bad sometimes. A little more coal there, and a zombie coming up, okay. Two on one. So not terrible Minecraft player, but I did allow myself to lose track of time while it's getting dark outside. Okay. Let's just skip this night real fast so I don't have too many enemies outside on me. Alright. And a bunch of iron. And cobblestone could only mean a spawner. A zombie spawner. Wait, I'm in a bucket. Okay. I'm practically below where I want to build my base. I mean, hang on, let's take a look at this. There's more iron there. Okay, not practically. Wow, I'm a little still further this way than I thought I was. Let's see. It's rough. Okay, so it's still in the cherry grove. It's roughly about here. And I want to build my base on top of that hill. Okay. Still, that's a zombie spawner this early on? Okay, and chance will not be a problem. Alright, let's grab this iron. So, to make a Wow, there's quite a bit. To make a portal, given that Zombie Spawner already had a bucket in it, that saves me a bit of iron, but I still want to make some armor. But to make the portal, I'm going to need lava. So, I'm going to have to look around for a lava pool. Think I remember seeing one when I was looking at this in spectator mode, but I don't remember if it was in this section of the Cherry Grove or that section. So, aw, thank you. I love this seed. This seed is amazing, and I don't recall if this is one of the ones that I found that was recommended or if it's one I just stumbled across myself. This seed's just awesome, though. All right, let's go this way. Here. And since I want to use a lot of the cherry wood, I might as well spend some time here in this section of the Cherry Grove. Let's do that. Put you down and you down. So things that go in here are things that are going to be used in building process. So let's put you there. Put a few of you in, and let's get that going. So this can be just pretty much anything else, really. Might as well put you in there because I'm gonna need a bunch of logs. I never do anything really small when it comes to building. Oak saplings and oak logs are something I'm also going to use with, and then this whole thing up here needs to be blackstone. So, have to note that. Don't need that on me, don't need that. Make some food. That should be, yeah, enough food and more beyond that point. Whoops. That happened. So let's make a chest plate. Before I go to the nether, I'm going to need some gold. So I'll need to find some. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a trick. But let's get an iron pickaxe. Stone one. Oops. That's order. Need quite a bit of the cherry here, so I'm gonna go around and chop a few of those down. Why did I do that? So for this particular source of wood, since it's also going to be near where I live, I want to make sure it looks somewhat decent. So that means I replant. No, I didn't for those first couple, but still figuring out what I wanted to do with this space. Now I think I know exactly what I want to do with this space. So that's a benefit at least. So much cherry wood here. I mean, being a guy, I was kind of like skeptical about the cherry wood. I didn't think it would be such a... This purple could be used in so many different ways. I'm just going to say that right now. And, wow. Okay. I've completely shifted tact on where I was going to go with this, with builds in this world, but nope. I've made a decision now. I think I'm going to like it. almost there. Just out of reach. Oh, continues even further. Okay. Nope, time to cut my losses on that one and... Ooh, what's down here? Ah, it's the other side of this. Okay. There's just the one log in there. Oh, there goes my tool. Almost there. Alright, I give up on that one. Let's do this real fast. Have the iron for it. Alrighty. And then where each of these was based is where I'm going to be putting down a sapling. So replanting, you get a lot of saplings out of these. That is really cool. What is going to be one of the more uncommon wood types, having the ability to get so many saplings is really quite nice. Come on, almost there. Okay. Alright, so... already a good amount of wood. I think it's... Whoop. I get to that one. That's the last one? Yep, that's the last one. Okay. Yeah, it's just the glut of resources that I was able to get so quickly just now. See if we can find lava. I know it's in one. It's either in this tree grove or the one across the way. So I will get that, and I can get a lava bucket. So. Right there. The border with the plains biome too. Okay. Okay, perfect. Water nearby. Let's see. You can just speed, make a portal right there too. Oh, wow. This is awesome. But I do not see a water source block in the area. Most likely I'm too high up anyway for them. Or the regular rivers. Oh, it's just I think that was just a cornflower I just saw. A little bit of blue. Alright, well now that I know that it's here, over here, basically the top of this, I can make my way down and steal a water source block from there. Alrighty. Let's grab our water. And it's getting dark, so I'm gonna have to sleep again. Which is, you know, so much fun, constantly having to sleep, but I understand why. So, alright, going to the nether already. I am either in a really, really, really good mood or vastly overestimating my abilities, but oh, we're going to the nether. We're going to need to find blackstone. Completely changed my plan. It's all completely changed my plans. Oh well. Ooh, lots more saplings. Let's see. Oh, there's even more. Yeah, like I said, there's so many saplings that dropped from this. I mean, it's even more than I missed. Okay, this wood type is not going to be uncommon. One sapling turns into like 7 or 8 every time. Okay, wow. That is a lot. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it was over that way that I found the whatchamacallit, lava pool. Words. Oh wait, I should check on the iron that I put in there. I just picked up another sapling, so if I can make a little bit more armor with it, that would be probably the best course of action. 7, which is enough to make pants. Let's make pants. Okay. Yeah, I know I could have done something else, but it's like, no, pants. So, at least now I won't. Oof. Something caught fire. Looks like it controlled, or it stopped though. Okay. So, to do this, we're going to okay. That's not good. Place a block there. Block there. Move that. Break. Oops, no. Break that. Converts there. And I've got the bottom bottom section and one on either side already good to go. So, do not know why it was so freaking hard for me to say that just then, but yes, it was. Okay. Now the way that most people then do this bit here is they have a pillar that goes up on the other side right here. So there's another one that goes up right there. If I could reach it, if not. And then water going across the back like that. Okay? That then allows them to place the lava and it solidifies its way up. So you replace that block with the water source block. It flows around like that. You can then do like that. See how easy it is? So, finish this next section off, you do that. The water changes direction and course, so you then break this block. Take back the water, put the block there. Do it again like so. There we go, we have another portal. You have yourself a custom entrance to it too. Alright, now to light this thing, I'm afraid I don't have much. I don't have flint and steel, I don't have any iron to spare on it. So, we're going to do that. One of the things that can happen when wood catches fire is a random side will catch fire. If it's the side that's facing towards the obsidian, then the portal will light. You just need to wait for these to catch fire. In the meantime, I'm going to light up the area around this so I don't have to worry too much about mobs if I come back through. See, it's burning on that side. Didn't catch fire to this side. Now that one's burning. Caught fire on this side, but it's on the floor right there. So needs to be catch fire on this side of it. So it didn't do it that time. Come on, fire spread. Okay, it's on it. Catches fire on this side. Come on. Wow, that fire is not wanting to spread properly. And there we go. Now the portal is lit. Okay, let's see what kind of nether spawn we get. Cross your fingers, it's a Basalt Delta, because I need the blackstone. Nether wastes. Plenty of gold, so don't worry about that. In fact, while I'm here. Some gold there. Normally I would mine this with Silk Touch because then I could smelt it down and get the whole ingot. Instead of just having to rely on dumb luck here, but I don't really need that many. 36, that's enough for 4, so that's a pair of boots. Alright, let's do this. Gold boots, okay. Now, piglins will not murder me. So I'm here, I'll also get the experience from the quartz, which is still super useful. Let's do that. All this is just another waste. That's kind of disconcerting, but kind of awesome on the other side too. So just means that I need to find something else in another biome. I saw something, but I'm not quite sure what I saw. Just a wall. Okay. I am not 100% sure how best to approach this. We're relatively high up. I'd say probably, what, portal spawned in it. Drumroll, please. Y level 90. 86. Okay, so it's not too bad. We're on basically a grouping of islands over a large lava lake. Pathway over here, though, I could take. So, pro tip when navigating in the Nether, put down torches along the pathway you take through certain junctions, and periodically to give yourself a waypoint. That's one of the reasons why I always carry sticks and coal on me. Those waypoints can be a lifesaver. I have plenty of food, so I'm not going to worry about using it while sprinting like this. Sprinting and jumping. So. No luck there. Oh, crud. Don't have a bow. Nope. Not losing another series to a ghast. Alright. That was fun. No, it wasn't. Alright. Let's see what we've got going on over here. is the far wall that I believe I saw. Good over there. Okay. I know I'm not following the advice I just gave right there, but that's a good reason for that. I'm still trying to navigate and work my way around the nether right now. So getting the lay of the land and knowing roughly which direction things are is kind of the way I do it. So, but I understand I'm not human about this, so. Okay. The gas was wailing on me over there. And yeah, there isn't anything really easily findable this way. Yeah, I could make my way down there, but don't see one. Reason 2? So I think it's just more another waste this way. See, now that qualifies because now I'm making a major course correction. So. Not so much in the it's a course correction in, you know, where exactly I'm going, but in how I'm thinking. So that's to call out that, hey, remember that you did this. For me. For me, it's more to do that than to actually guide the way back. Because if I play a world long enough, I always end up building nether tunnels that connect everything. So. No sign of a Basalt Delta, though. Alright, I think I'm going to give up going that direction. Instead, going to go this way. Okay, magma cubes, kind of a good sign. Or there's a fortress underneath me. Nope. Basalt Delta. Alright, well, I need to find a safe place to do this mining. Okay. Yep, I see it. I did not want to have to do this because this is unnecessarily wearing down the pickaxe's durability. Have cobblestone for more beyond that point, but okay, really? Okay, there just isn't any over right there. That's annoying. Gonna need for what I have in mind, I'm gonna need about 5 stacks. So I know this pickaxe won't hold up for that, but as it gets, once the bar turns orange. Once the bar turns orange is when I'll switch it to a stone pickaxe. In the meantime, I'm going to take the time and speed advantage I get from using it as it is now. So. Yes. So in case you haven't noticed, in case you haven't figured out already, I'm going to be making a blackstone brick and cherry wood tree with a couple of other accents to it as well, including the actual cherry planks itself, rather than just the cherry logs, and the cherry bark color. I think it could look really quite cool. So, and having the blackstone, which I think I'm about to run out of this. Oh, okay, that was close. Mild reminder to me that I'm not low to the ground here. Another. And that there is that. To have to keep in mind. I kind of deserve that. Burnt a little bit of it. Alright, the pickaxe has turned orange, but there's no more blackstone for me to mine right here, so... Get out of the way for the moment and pop into this little hidey hole that I made. This... make me a couple of stone pickaxes, and I'll swap out the one that I've currently been using for stone pickaxe. Okay, so cool thing about Minecraft and the code with the way it generates things like a structure like this is it runs a piece of code that determines the percentage, usually random, and it's along a series, so it could be anywhere between like 10% and 50%. It has to run along that sliding scale. It then generates the terrain, and after choosing that number, and then based off of that number, the various things it's supposed to generate in it are varying densities of blobs like this. They're almost always exactly the same number of blocks in them. Just they could be closer together or further apart. So that's how you can tell that you'll get from each of these blobs a complete blob, mind you, not one that's been cut in half by terrain merging or by a sheer cliff like this. Will be about 4 stacks of blocks. And that is actually true with almost every type of alternate stone injection form that will be generated, except for, and for whatever reason, it is dirt. They play by their own rules completely. So, no, I bet most people were thinking he's going to say andesite or andesite or diorite or granite. Not quite. Same code, same governing matrix, different range. Basically how it boils down to it. So. Still kind of cool. Anyway. And if you have a high enough density ratio, then you'll have lots of these blobs right next to each other. I had a seed that had a Basalt Delta that generated with a ratio that was really high. It's almost 50-50. Blackstone and basalt. Anyway, this is a good supply. I was not expecting to get this lucky early on. Okay. Don't think I'll have to worry about blackstone for a while. Harvest what I can here with the 2 pickaxes I've made, then I'll head back to the portal. Gas can be the worst sometimes. The noises they make. Kind of anxiety-inducing, I'm gonna be honest. It's a great mechanic for the game, it truly is, but oof. Sound. Yeah, so I'm gonna need about that much blackstone. So, and if I can get there without destroying both pickaxes, if not, I have plenty of cobblestone, and you can even make these stone pickaxes out of blackstone. So it's like I'm mining more to use if it ends up being the case, but I think I should be fine in terms of the resources I've got. Step of the project anyway. Alright. Pickaxe is dying. But the more blackstone I have, the more I can like make it pop with other colors too. So I'm gonna have so much fun planning out how I want to have my how to have the garden now. Oh, there goes the first pickaxe. Oh well. I can't just go carry on the purple theme. I'm gonna have to make my own stuff. Like that's the bad thing. No. Do want to do more custom plants, like trees and stuff, in this series. I experimented quite a bit with it with my just regular play series. Not that wasn't hardcore, and I came up with so many ideas for so many cool things. Like I made my own apple trees. So, yeah, those episodes unfortunately did not air, but it was fun to do. So I am going to replicate and recreate the technique here. Create my own custom trees with my own custom crops being grown. This is gonna be fun. Now we've got pitcher plants and torch flowers to work with, so we can get some even more interesting like variety in the fields now. It's gonna be fun. So, it's really gonna be fun. See, when you're not paying attention to it, it fills up right quickly. So I'll need about 2.5 more stacks and I'll be good to go. And this pickaxe should be fine for that. Funny how when you're collecting resources, it's like time flies. Sometimes it can just drag on, other times it's like, wow, where did all that time, that was an hour? So, how did I get so much of this resource? Thought it would take forever. It's that sort of zen, relaxed feeling that you get at times. So. It's very nice. Pardon me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. My cat was pawing at the door a bit, so let him in. So, alright. Blackstone brick. Okay, yeah. Covered most of where I was going with things. Pattern interrupts happen sometimes, and you just kind of gotta roll with them. So, it's gonna be an interesting color palette. It's not something I've done before in a kind of the darker, leading towards the purple spectrum of this. I did something similar with Enki's base leaning towards the blue and kind of like an icy blue, but that's because he wanted a Black Citadel of Frost type of vibe to it, kind of like Ice Crown Citadel. It's actually what I base a lot of the shaping from. Oop, there goes that pickaxe. I'll have to make another one. So that was the vibe I was going for with that base. This will be a little bit warmer. So I'm probably going to create a bit of a backstory that leans more towards this is just the available stone that's dense. Or maybe it's magicked. Do a lot of things with that. Don't get me started, my imagination can go wild sometimes, so. If you want backstory, I will write you a backstory. Are getting there. I said I would need about 7 stacks, so I'll go until this pickaxe is basically broken. See, now we're finding where another section of the lobe extends. That's fun. See, just looking at the weird shapes these take, it's actually really quite curious to watch them. If anybody knows much about geology, this is not the way things form naturally. So they're usually either absolutely gigantic structures, or they're layered upon layered upon layers of complex structures. So to have the little lobes and stuff like this in here are pretty unusual. And yeah, you occasionally get something like a batholith, but it usually leaves behind a rock the size of a mountain. Scale is vastly different. And if anybody doesn't know what some of the words I use sometimes are, just feel free to tell me to dumb it down a little bit. For those who are curious and or want to play trivia, a batholith, not a basilisk, a batholith is the structure left behind after a volcano's magma chamber has solidified. It happens most often in larger volcanic structures, such as lava fields, volcanic fields, as well as flood basalts and rift volcanoes. But they can happen in pretty much any type of volcanic structure. It's just the really massive ones that form, that define whole mountain ranges, like Yosemite, for example. The magma chamber of the batholith that made that, and there goes that pickaxe. The magma chamber of the batholith the magma chamber of the volcano that made that batholith was gigantic. I don't know why it was so hard for me to say that. Jesus. That magma chamber was probably a good 100 miles long. Okay, so I need to make my way back around that way to that side. Went around this lava fall the wrong way. So, 100 miles is nothing to scoff at, especially when it comes to geology. You have a structure that is that large. Oh my. So, case of Yosemite, it probably was a gigantic volcanic field that was active for probably tens of millions of years. That led to it creating all these interesting underground structures, which is partially why okay. I swear I made it through this area. I didn't need to shoot. I went down that way. Okay. I'm just going the wrong way. Did not backtrack my steps correctly. So, that structure was probably enormous. At the same time, that's also really quite cool. So, one of these days when the magma chamber inside Yellowstone solidifies, it will become something, yep, this is the right way, it'll become something similar to a batholith, though probably on a much more significant scale, and it won't be seen on the surface of the Earth for several 100 million years, given its depth. Alright. Was here where I changed my mind. I'm going along this thing, because I remember that lava fall. So just retracing your steps is so much fun. I could look at coordinates and I could have memorized made an effort to memorize the coordinates earlier, but I had it on screen so I could check the Y level for a brief time for a reason. Don't want to rely too much on being able to see coordinates. It can sometimes be a crutch. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying I just want to challenge myself a little bit, not use it too often. Alright, let's do this. Okay, now I'm turned around. Do you recall... Wait, came through this way. Nope. Probably made a wrong turn somewhere. Oh joys, fun being lost in the nether on literally the first stream. Alright, I am close enough to 0-0 that I should be able to figure it out. So I need to go this way. Alright, so I literally talked about not using the crutch, now I'm using the crutch. Please insert your judgment into the circular under desk receptacle, please. this makes more sense. I think I see the torches. Yep, okay. I know where to go now. Okay. Well, hello, Ruth. How are you doing today? How's your Saturday? Back on the surface, and of course it's dark nighttime. Sleep through the night real fast. Day 1, I survived the nether. Okay then. While I'm here, I'll grab this wood. This one and the other damaged trees. This should not be left around to lie around. Alrighty. Ooh, some oak as well. Alright. That, I now have a good amount of supplies. I will need more of the cherry logs, and I will need more of the skeleton over there. There's an invisible spider right there. Invisible spiders, an arachnophobe's worst nightmare. Brought to you by Mojang. No, I'm sorry. Alright, let's do... Yeah, I did not get anything that would be really useful to have, but that's okay. All the blackstone. I'll throw a little bit of salt there too. Okay, I'm gonna need iron. I have to go get more iron. Easiest place for me to get iron. There. Unless I find some in the slopes over here, but I'm gonna need to be careful for powdered snow. Speaking of which, putting my water bucket in some place where I can actually save myself from the powdered snow. So, if you didn't already know, powdered snow will wash away, or water will wash away powdered snow. So it basically melts it instantly. It's a good way to save yourself if you do end up falling in. Food that I've got, I can afford to just run around a little bit inefficiently right now. Ooh, red carrots. I think I already got... No, I got potatoes. Okay. Having the farms nearby is actually really nice because it means there's going to be some stuff being produced even when I'm not tending the fields. So, it allows me to be a little bit less careful with some of the resources I have. Alright, so we've got some powdered snow and some normal snow. The way you can tell, powdered snow has these pixelated structures, whereas normal snow has almost like smooth swooshes in it. So in other words, powdered snow looks a little like grainy, and regular snow looks smooth. Still have to be careful, but see some iron right there, and another piece over there. Some coal. So that whole time I was paying attention to where I was walking because I did not want to fall in. Okay. Other piece of iron I saw was over here. Yeah, it's right there. Oop, there's more here. Even more. If I only had Fortune 3. I will eventually. Not that tall of an order anymore. Not since I have the village right there. Hey, look, even more. So. But if I could get around half a stack of iron right now, that'd be great. Get me to the resources I need to go go forward. Good amount of coal, too. Alright, I left my furnace elsewhere, but I believe I've collected enough cobble to make... Oh, I have plenty of cobble. I can make another one if I need to. Over here. There it is. Oh, hello. Even more iron. I'll not say no to iron right now. I already have 22. So, for those not in the know, stony peaks of all varieties are a great place to find ridiculous quantities of ore. And they just, so much of it is exposed, it's so easy to find. So, especially if you can find a, this is just like the, what is it called again? Jagged peaks. This is the cold version of the stony peaks. And then there's the frozen peaks across the way. The more stone exposed, the more you will find. It's that simple. It's that awesome. Pickaxe. Oof. Pickaxe is just about to die. Me? My kitty cat just hopped on my lap. He must want to, it's okay, kitty cat. He's an old man. He's not doing so well. Come on. Oh, there goes my pickaxe. Come on. Under the bed. Okay, let's make another stone pickaxe. Just for the remainder of this expedition trip. While I'm up here, I'll just grab what iron I can, as well as what coal, because there's no reason not to. Over there. Emerald, which I would need the iron pickaxe for, but that's okay. I don't anticipate emeralds being too difficult to take care of. So, I am definitely going to be taking advantage of villagers. Ooh, it's like the live chat crashed. That's unusual. Sorry if something happened. There we go. I just had to restart the chat. I don't know what happened with that. Or it was just at my end or what. So. Gremlins in the system, probably. Okay. Nope, idea rejected. Sorry, I was just thinking about how cool it would be to add in more darker color blocks, but I'm like, yeah, but then coal, I'm like, wait, I don't have fortune yet, so coal would not be a good block to try and do that with. In the future, for sure. I will definitely be including coal in some of the design, but not right now. More iron. Don't think it's warranted right now. $49. More iron than I felt that I would need, but I'm still going to take the time to take a look around this place. Some more iron over there. Yeah, this is so pretty. Sorry. What is going on with that mining animation? That was weird. Oh, my kitty cat is wanting my attention right now. He probably thinks it's time for bed, but it's not. It's only 7:30. Probably wants to go to bed early. Cats, I tell you. What is going on with that mining animation? Okay. Kitty cat, get down. Hang on a second. Kitty cat decided you wanted to climb on a box that I just had delivered. It's like partially open. There's still stuff in there. I haven't fully unpacked it, and kitty cat wanted to make it a bed. Kitty cat will kitty cat. Okay. So, as far as starts go, this was actually pretty productive. A lot more so than I was anticipating. Really did not feel like I'd be going to the Nether on the first stream. After I got a look at that wood, I fell in love with it, and I had to. I had the idea. Just follow through with it. So, alright, let's, please try to ignore my air conditioner behind me, which is deciding to cough up I don't know, do air conditioners get hairballs? No, it's the line. It's got bubbles in it. It's creating just some feedback pressure. So, there's a ruined portal over there I just saw. Come on. Let's see. Got more iron. At this point, I'm just looking for iron because I have a good amount of coal. Having some more iron would be helpful. And at this point, I'm just like, the more iron I get right now, the less I have to worry about it in the future. The more easily I will be able to level up some villagers and get some better tools. Plus, you know, I don't have to make an iron farm right off the bat as the first automated farm I build. It's something I've always kind of just like, it's a nice farm, it's such a huge advantage, but it's always fun in a not so fun way to make them. So many things you have to work with that are not cooperative most of the time. Oop, more iron. Oh. Alright, I'm over a stack of iron. Okay. This is the other side of the mountain, so that's the back this way is the way home. That's the ruined portal I saw. It's a great big old plateau of regular snow. This would make a great place to put a trap with powdered snow, but, you know, I made it down without any issues. I'll go over there, over that later. Don't need to worry about it right now. Got plenty of resources to go for the next little bit. So, with that, I think we're ready to move on to actually building this thing. So, while I get this iron cooking up, we'll lay a foundation. Get the ball rolling on a nice starter house. Don't need to worry about them. So I set up my stuff over there. Said I wanted to turn basically this hilltop here into my starter base. This hilltop over here, basically this whole hilltop, but this section right here. So let's get the iron going. I'm going to need a shovel, so stone shovel, of course. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's do that, and let's do that instead. That and that. Gonna need a stone cutter. Just realized. Fortunately, we've got a couple stonemasons down here. So at least I noticed it sooner rather than later. Still gonna be annoyed with myself, but what can you do? Sorry, dude. Okay. Now I'm gonna go for a watchtower plus type of design for this. So I'm going to start with a kind of sort of fortified feeling base and then expand from there. So I'll show you what that looks like, at least how I envision it looking, here in a moment. As this goes on top of that. Okay, so start with, I'm going to need to go get more basalt, but that's not a huge thing right now. Start with, we're going to need a shovel. And do an iron shovel, even though it's a little bit of a waste, it will still be helpful right now. Because, and the basalt, what am I doing? So if I need to go back in and get more basalt, that's something that's easy to do. I think, what is it, 25? Yeah, that should be enough. If you think about it, that's enough for a 6x6 wide space. So that's pretty good space for a starter base. So, reason for the shovel is I do need to remove this raised portion here, but that's okay. So I envision this being kind of like, this is the commander of the Watches Tower. He sits up here watching over the villages. It's got a decent amount of height to it, and anybody that has to go see him has to go improve themselves by climbing up the staircase for it. So I'm going to create a good size space. Swap this out for that. And then I want it to be set back a little bit, but still be relatively close to this edge. So I think if I go 3 blocks back, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that will well center it. So you then, now this is one of the cool things you can do with shapes. You then do a diagonal like this. Make sure it's 6. Leave that one be. And then replicate the diagonal on the opposite side here. I'll change that out later, but it's not a big deal. And then this allows you to give yourself a nice, uniform, but easily shaped base. Now, I chose the cut-off corners right here because that's what I'm going to be using the cherry wood for, whereas the rest of it will be made up of primarily the blackstone. I'm going to put the basalt in here because this will be an accent that I will carry on with later on. But right now, it's just a little bit to start with. Okay. So there's our foundation. Okay. The next thing I need to do is raise it up a little bit with some blackstone. This is where I'll also put the floor in for the first floor. When building somewhat complicated structures and shapes like this and extending them up or expanding them up, it's really important to acknowledge that there is multiple views and multiple ways to approach scale. Okay, let's do that. So, alright. Critical importance right now. Okay? You've got a couple of options here. Now, for having a uniform structure, I'm going to go with the primarily the bricks. Okay? I'm also going to leave myself with a decent amount of blackstone for variation and to meld everything together. The last bit is going to be this polished blackstone. which is going to be used in specifically things to add in extra shaping. Okay? So you could do in both the brick walls and the regular blackstone. I'm going to go with the regular blackstone for this build, just so I can help carry it through more easily. And that's a good amount of my blackstone. So, also need to remember to plant a couple of oak trees because this is what I'm going to build the floor out of. So, run back to where we were doing this construction project and get these oak trees planted. Okay. Fortunately, oak trees don't require a whole lot in terms of resources or anything to keep them going. I have a kitty cat that is trying to burrow under my pillows on my bed. So, now, when creating a foundation, you want to leave yourself with a kind of a consistent theme to it, a consistent feel to it. Now, you can add more onto this if you want, or you can just be kind of random with it. I personally prefer to be a little bit random, because that allows you to have this variation in texture and look from a distance. So, with that, I'm going to place torches in the very center of this thing. That is not the center. Torches around it to light up the area while it's dark. Now, fun fact, you can place torches while it's dark and mobs won't be spawning around you because there's a certain radius away from you they have to be, or the spot has to be for it to be valid for spawning. So if you spread things out like this, you're not going to get a skeleton shooting at you, you're not going to get a creeper sneaking up on you, at least not often. Now zombies, which have the largest seeking radius out of all the hostile mobs that spawn in the night, will eventually approach if you do just a small perimeter like this. So, it's not something I'm too worried having to deal with, so. Make a couple extra torches. Sure, down here is. Got an extra one. And whatever happens to be in this, which I think I may have. Nah, it's just a little hole. Okay. Alright, now, these corners here. Notice how I've kind of left a space in here. That's because I do want one block look on the inside, but another block to look at on the outside. And this is all going to be tied together with the 3D structure as I build this out. So, with that in mind, I actually should go grab the cherry logs that I need. While I do so, I'm going to light up the way towards where I've set up my temporary base. And grab the cherry logs, because it couldn't hurt to place these as I go as well, for this first little bit. Wow, that was a thing. And do that, and like one over here. And say one down here. Yeah, there's a zombie. Okay. Now, going to replace the hoe in here with some of the cherry wood. If we brace it like this, zombies, what can you do? Well, anyway, back to what we were doing. Just gonna continue with this structure like so. Each place where we have these structure. Ooh, wow, there are zombies running amok down there. Yeah, protecting the village is one of the next things on my list after this. So. Alright, this way. This one, and I should probably put a torch down there. Safe side. Yeah. And let's just keep placing blocks. That is actually the thing that I find the most relaxing in this game, being able to just place blocks. Now granted, I tend to play in the more, in the realm of, you know, let's try to make it as interesting as I can, but, you know, still human. That is incorrectly placed. Let's go place these. So. And this, the building that I do, it's not meant to impress. It's just meant to, you know, push my own creativity around, see what I can do, try something new. Honestly, that's why I went with the cherry log. It's a completely new texture for me to try something with. And I wanted to see what I could do. Now you'll note we are working through materials really fast. That's true. Kind of how it goes when building. So I'm going to have to make another trip back to the Nether here in a little bit, but I think I can get the first couple of sections of this to an acceptable level. Like, I've used about half the blackstone that I brought back to get to this point, and I could probably go up another 3 blocks or so without any issues. Okay? I have plenty of the cherry logs for that as well. So let's see what that looks like in terms of height. So this is one of the things that makes working with blocks in Minecraft and designing things on the fly kind of tricky, but also fun at the same time. Because you never know exactly what kind of resources you'll have to work with. I'm looking at this and I'm already seeing the fact that I'm going to be able to go up as high as I really want, pretty much as high as I want to at this point. And I'm happy about that. I was hoping to be able to take this particular section itself up another 3 blocks, at least. And I'm reasonably certain I'll be able to do that. And then I'll have the proper living quarters at the top. So I think I'm going to do that now. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's be careful with how I do that. So that's a 4 block gap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See, now you're getting a sense of the scale of what I wanted to do here. And I think it works really well. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So, got some creepers down there. I'm probably going to have to spend a good amount of time lighting this up once I got some decent supply of coal. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See, now this as a main level, this is the floor that I'll be living on, and then building everything up off of this. I think this works quite well. Now, something to keep in mind, I intended to have the blackstone connecting across these spans. I could even do some things like that to help reinforce everything. So while I'm up here, I might as well have a little bit of fun adding in an extra layer of this blocks I have right now. See, it's already starting to add quite a bit more character. Come on, there we go. And some screen ripping there, but that might have been my eyes more than anything else. There we go. I hope now it's easy to see where I was going with this, what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build this sort of like beefed up tower-like structure here. And it's coming along really well. So, now for the fun part. That's not so bad. 2, 3. Now let's do this. The last bit of blackstone I've got on me right now. And I know I could do cracked blackstone brick as well. I just didn't want to cook it right now. That was unfortunately one of the ones that takes a little bit of time. And see, I'm going to run out before I finish this row. But now I know that I have enough to go to the height that I wanted to. I'm quite happy. Actually, I have exactly what I need. Curious. But I like it. So it's probably going to be a double door entrance. Most logical place to put that is here in the front. There we go. And I'll have double doors go up there. Okay. That turned out really quite astonishingly well. Oh. That is a bold color. I'm gonna have fun with this. Oh yes. Well, hello Tungsten. How are you doing today? Let's grab that. I should probably finish out my armor and grab a helmet real fast. Okay. Good amount of armor. Now. Cherry logs that I have left. Kind of, sort of, not enough. Those oak trees I plant grow. No. Alright, so I need some oak logs in order to begin building on the interior. And I'm going to work my way up as I do this, so. For that end, let's put this stuff in here, and let's go grab some oak. No better place than there. It would be helpful if I did not leave behind my... Oh, hey Gabriel, how are you doing? I'm just getting the ball rolling here on a new hardcore series. If you want to, you can see what I've been working on. Episode 1, dude. Already been to the nether. Already got some blackstone. Yeah. You know me, I don't build small. So. Alright, let's go get some... Let's not talk about each other's characters and avatars. It's what we each choose what we do for reasons only up to ourselves. Wow, talking is hard right now. Alright, it's time to go get some more wood, and I think... I need oak, and I would like to find some spruce. Because I would like the darker color to blend in with what I'm going to do on the roof of this thing. Won't be absolutely necessary, but it would be nice to have. So, but I'll go... Yep. The corners are the new cherry wood. So, yes, I am using that. So, haven't found a jungle yet, but that's not a big deal. See, there's birch forest down there. This is regular forest here. Let's see, is there a taiga around? I don't think we need to be talking about underwear, dude. So. But yeah, let's go over here. Collect a bunch of oak wood, please. No, the update is simply beautiful, Gabriel. There's so many cool things about it. Like actually seeing in person the cherry wood, it completely changed my starter base design. I mean, I immediately changed course and everything else was different. So, I hadn't actually looked at it up close before, so seeing it like that for the first time was quite interesting, and I liked it. So, did I bring some iron? No, I did not bring iron. Cobblestone though, so this axe goes. Alright, I don't know why I have you in there. Got that. There's still a tree over here. As much of this as I can. Okay, to do what I want to do, I'm going to need about a stack and a half of logs. So, why does that matter, dude? Oh, the new armor, the trims and whatnot, those are super rare. Your best bet's to go for some of the more common structures that you can locate, and hope for those. So that's the Drowned Ruins, that's, you might get lucky with a couple of other ones, but mostly it's going to be the Drowned Ruins or the Shipwrecks. The ones you're going to have to find. Oh, that's... Okay, so I need about a stack and a half, so I'm 2/3 the way there. Let's grab this larger tree here. Usually have a ton of logs on them. Let's not destroy that doing that. Let's do the actual tool that this is meant for. Okay. Here, that one, 19. Hey, hang on a second, guys. My chat just crashed. There we go. I mean, I try. think I'm a relatively intelligent guy, dude. So. People choose their account names however they see fit. I mean, no real need to go around questioning or judging that. So, okay, got most of the oak that I'm gonna need. I would like to find some spruce, even if it's just gonna be for a little bit of color variation. All right, let's see what I can find. Don't recall. Ah, spruce. Powdered snow. Gotta be careful of the powdered snow. So, just a few spruce logs and some saplings, and I will be good to go. And yes, I will be growing my own spruce, because this stuff is so good looking. I don't know, it took me a while to warm up to spruce, I'm not gonna lie. Not really into... I don't really feel the need to want to show my face for this. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of people that do that, but it's not really my thing. So, I feel I do just fine without a face cam. Thank you. No. I do appreciate the compliment, thank you. Use the correct tool, please. There we go. But no, I don't think I'm ready to use face cam just yet. So maybe when I've had a chance to actually build up myself a little bit, maybe then. But yeah, I'm not there yet. Let's see. Do this. Grab some more. Don't know how much spruce I'm going to need, so to get more, I have to go across to that. Big deal. There's a bunch of sheep over there, so those could be fun. Oh my god, guys, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh. Oh dear. Guys, you're making me blush. Stop it. Alright, let's just go up here, grab a little bit more spruce. I'm at half a stack, and I should be closer to about a stack to get what I need, so. It's not dark enough just yet, so let's go over here. Whoops. Alright. Just try to sleep through this night real fast. Oh. Okay. What is that animation? Something I'm not... I don't know, my mouse might be dying. Oh well. I have to buy another one. Grab this. Okay, now I think I'm about at the right amount of logs. Gotten plenty of saplings as well, so just use up the durability on this one, breaking this. Wow, Gabriel, wow. Hi. So, let's see, let's grab more of this. Okay, guys, wow. I did not realize I was that much of a catch, to be honest, but okay. I'm just gonna sneak off this way and hide. Oh, alright. Let's go over here. Okay, now I'm starting to think you guys actually planned this out. Alright, no fighting. No fighting allowed, guys. Alright, let's see. Ooh, powdered snow. Alright, let's not go into the powdered snow by mistake. Let's go around it. There's a couple of spruce. This tree drops over here. Or I think I'm good to move on. To walk right into powdered snow that I've been trying to avoid this whole time. Alright guys, chill. Come on, chill. No need for fighting or yelling. Come on, guys. cheeky little bit of iron that I will not pass up. Grab this. There we go. And onward and upward to the far side. As long as we don't go down the cliff. Ooh, did I see beetroot? I do see beetroot. Okay. I have pretty much every farmable thing here now. I've got carrots, I've got potatoes already. I haven't seen watermelons. So, but I mean, when I eventually go to the jungle to get bamboo and stuff, I can collect some then. And there's pumpkins right there. So almost everything I can farm pretty easily now. Okay. Grab that. Alright. That a bit. Let's do that. Spruce saplings here, I've got that. Cherry logs, I'm still going to do a feature that will use the cherry logs inside. Guys, really? We don't need to be shouting at each other, we don't need to be fighting. Those. Those. Now for these, I'm going to need to do stairs. Oops. Just gonna go match with those. Trying to think if there's anything else that I absolutely have to have at the moment. No, but I can leave that as is. Okay. Alright guys, come on. I'm not helping. Come on guys. Not really needed. Okay. Got what I need to head over this way. Let's get back to work on the starter base. Those are taking their sweet time to grow. So, we're going to temporarily set up a out here. I'm going to temporarily set up out here. What I meant to do and for some reason didn't do. I just didn't want you guys fighting, so. I know oak floor, not exactly the most interesting thing, but it's here, it works, and I think it will add actually the level of color that's needed. So let's go and put these back real fast, like so. And then I will put in stairs. Stairs that come up in here. In the center of this is going to be a... Did I bring them? I did. Center of this, I'm thinking of doing a cherry wood, like, central support. I don't know if I'll have enough for this. I do want to see what it looks like, though. Go 3 more beyond this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I'm at the right level now. this. Bringing this whole thing in a little bit. Since this will be the inside, I'm going to leave kind of like the structure. So this is going to be my starter base, Gabriel. Right now I'm laying out where I want different sections of it to go, as well as how I want them to all connect together. So, and I'm putting in the more complex elements at the moment for the upper floor. So the way it's going to work is you're going to walk in, and there will be a staircase that works its way up, and then you'll exit it in roughly this spot. So that's what I'm trying to get everything lined up for right now. This is the part about building that I actually really quite enjoy. So place our staircases along this side. So the reason why I do this is that I want to retain the wall that I'm standing on having a smooth shape. It makes it easier to blend into things if it doesn't have the extra little boxy protrusion from the regular bit of wall. Oops, I'll go back and grab that one. All right. Go over here. See, now we've got kind of a structural shape that can be fun right here, okay? We've got the central spire that shows just how well the purple highlights things. I may even extend it up a little bit further too, but we'll see about that. Right now, what I'm going to do is add in the first little bit of variation to things, which is the floor up here is going to be made out of spruce in the center, and then blackstone brick like so. Which I just did that wrong. Oops. Okay. Make sure to put torches up in there. We don't get mobs spawning up here. Okay. You've got a USB adapter to use keyboard to play Minecraft. So that's cool. Well, that's great, dude. That's really great. I'm glad you're expanding the tech that you have. That's awesome. Alright, so before I get too far along with this, I'm going to come down here real fast. I'm going to place a torch on the inside. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side as well. That'll prevent mobs from being able to spawn down in there. The next thing I need to do is I need to finish up the walls here. That's going to be a little fun. So, I don't care too much about that one having the boxy shape to it because it's going to be at the end here. But if I don't like how it looks, I do have more of these polished stone steps. I think that should be okay, and I can hang something off of that to help it fit in. So now comes the somewhat tedious part of placing these final bits of the wall whilst underneath the floor I just built. That's okay, because this part allows me to see where I need to put more attention to things. Bricks, please. There. So here, and I'm at the end, so I then pillar up. So, and for these up here, I'm going to place kind of a random block on them. And now we have our top floor of the tower. So, the next bit is the staircase, which I want the staircase to come to the top of the tower in the front here. So, probably probably what I will end up doing is adding one more on each of these, which I don't have enough for this. And then more stairs, but this time facing outward, or facing inward, like so. And now we have a window that we can look out from. And then we can connect something across here as well to kind of flare out the top of the tower. And I think that might be best done with a bit of wood. But yeah. Making some great progress here. Do I want it to come out this way? I'll have it come up facing that way. Okay. Now that we've oh, I left my... Oh well. I left my crafting table down here. That was silly. Going to need about that many spruce stairs. About that many oak stairs for this next bit. There's a nitwit in my bed. Alright, Gabriel, have a good night. Talk to you later. Okay. Since I want it to come out this way, I'm going to do 2 swooshes that go around here to this side, then have a landing, then around again to this side. To do that, I have to start it from the top. So, alright, let's put our building blocks in here in the correct order, please. By the way, I do not have enough stairs for what I want to do, but I've already resigned myself to that sudden realization just a few minutes ago. It was like, or moments ago. Don't have enough. I do want to do something kind of specific with how I lay these out. But we'll get there in a moment. So if I do this, that carries forward some of the color. Okay. That actually works quite nicely. There we go. That way I can bring it around a little bit more easily. So, but I think the easiest way to move forward with this is to pillar it from the outside. Okay. So, this next little section here, we're going to convert a few more of these to spruce. Oh, I have a ton of spruce plants already. It's the oak that I'm running short on. Okay, let's do that real fast. I don't have to think about it. Okay. Spruce and oak plank. Spruce, oak, spruce. The reason for this is that I can, is that I can vary the color and the texture of what I'm working on right now as I do this. But I can also do something like this more easily. Come on. Won't let me do it. Okay, we're going to do this right now. No, not that way. That way. Okay. That was annoyingly frustrating to get to that actual point, but that's what I was trying to do, is like I can have the staircase partially curve using that. It'll be kind of awkward in this one spot, but most people are going to angle towards here. I don't see it being an issue at the moment. only downside is I probably... No, I can make that work. Okay. Sorry, I'm just being overly anxious about my build. Don't mind me. Down there. Across 2. And down. All the way down. I don't think I'm going to need a second floor in here. This is just going to be a spiral staircase that goes all the way around. It's going so well right now. I think we're in a good... Oops, not what I wanted to do. I think we're going to be in good shape here momentarily. All right. So for this one, I should put it about here, and for this one, I should have it about there. Okay. Now we continue the pattern working our way down. So wait, I really did the exact opposite of what I was intending to do. That was curious. Then we'll just continue that theme for the corner piece. And now we're up on the main level. With that, I think we're ready to actually start putting in some of the functional things. We can have some storage down here. We can have... Ooh, this next bit's going to be fun as we decide what everything is going to be used for. So, and it's tall enough I could have a couple of automated farms and such. So, well, not farms, but just automated functions like a auto smelter that you load from the top and it keeps itself fueled, and automatic composter. So no, I have plenty of iron. I should go make more iron tools. Alright, now that I'm up on the top level though, it's time to build the more complicated element of the structure. Which, as to be expected, is going to be quite interesting. Alright, let's do that. More iron there. Anything in particular I was going to add up at the top first? No, not really. Okay. Sorry, just talking to myself as I process through the next couple of things I have to do. I mean, and look at that. Oh, cherry wood. I need to go grab more cherry wood. Which I'm out of. Fortunately, I know where there is some. Just gonna go over here and pick a random spot in the forest. Of course, it would be the first one I break. Oh well. First log I go for. Okay. Now, coming up on 2.5 hours, this is usually about where I start to peter out. So, I'm actually feeling great in terms of energy, guys, so... I was hoping to be able to go to 10, and it's looking like I might make it a decent portion of the way there. Alright, as for this, yeah, I'm going to have to pillar up with some planks to that. No, actually, that was plenty. Got 42 logs. I think getting one more tree's worth would probably set me up for pretty much everything that I'm going to need to do what's left. Oh. I don't know, we'll see. Central pillar that I built in the base that's what ate up a lot of the logs I was planning on using elsewhere, but it was so worth it. It was, and you can't tell me it wasn't. Let's go back and that's exactly 64. Let's grab any saplings that may have dropped so I can replant. Sticks, of course. Sapling. Sapling. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the saplings from the rest of these. I'm going to pick them up away here. And, oh, I did get this one here, didn't I? Okay. I mean, look at that. 4 trees, 13 saplings left over after replanting, and they're still decaying. Now, this wood type is going to be plentiful. And that's awesome. That really is awesome. Alright. I don't know why my chat keeps crashing. It's like every so often it just decides it wants to boot me out. Oh well. Alrighty. Let's go through, add these corner pieces. I'm gonna need to make more of these. It's at the point where I should just move everything that's over there into here. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, storage under the staircase is going to have to wait. I'm sorry. I'm building out of wood right now. There's a lot of useful wood and resources around me I don't want to burn down. Okay. So, if I'm going to be building understair storage, I'd actually need to replace these right here with slabs. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Does mean that I need to take a moment to actually make the slabs, though. So that way I can have the chests open up all the way. And here, these also are going to become slabs. Reason being, in this portion, it's going to be more valuable for me to be able to actually store things than, well, aesthetics. But I will put a light source back here when the time comes. So, let's start with putting the things that I'm working on and building with right now in here. Things that I'm not in there. I'm going to go grab everything and move it over. Don't really need to do anything particularly fancy here. I'm just going to go and break everything. I think I should be able to carry everything without too many issues. So. Oop, inventory's full. But as you can see, it's already starting to take shape as kind of a boxy shape. And I think once I add the flare on the outside, it'll actually look a lot better. So that goes here, that goes here, that goes here. Okay, so used in this construction project are these things. Everything in here can go basically in this one. Don't know why I put that stone pickaxe there, but oh well. blast the stuff that's over there. It's nowhere near enough time for it to have despawned, so. Yeah, just a couple of things. Alrighty. Normally by now I've already got so much stuff I can't hope to store it all, but this is a little bit different. I've kind of prioritized things. So let's use this opportunity to relocate these things as well. That's the identifier that goes in there. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Then let's grab the blackstone, the wood types that I'm going to need. Yeah, okay, as well as I'm going to need you. Let's head up to the top. Okay. Now, up here, let's set up a kind of a crafting station here in the center. I can deal with this later. I can maybe even convert those to what I need them to be converted to, which is going to there. Let's do that. That's not the correct thing to do. I need 2 of these. Yes. Okay. Now we have our tower. Now we're up high, quite a bit higher, actually. It's time to start making the more vertical elements to this. So we're going to start by, not the vertical, we're about to start flaring it out. We're going to start by adding down these 2 pieces of wall. Top of those for each, oops, there's 2 missing here. Top of these we're going to put brick. Okay. Let's do that. And then on top of, and on the exterior of this, I'm going to add in more of the cherry. Probably going to go up. This will be the last block up I go, actually. This is more for decoration on the inside of the build, not the outside. So, consistency and all. Allows you to see where things are. Now, I will hide this. Don't worry about that. Okay. I don't have glass yet, so I'm going to have to kind of just deal with not having proper windows. But that's okay. Brick in these spaces to bring them up to the completed height here. And we should convert a bit of this to, actually I'm going to need, okay, how many will I need? I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times, I'm going to need 20. Okay, let's grab 20 of these polished blackstone stairs, specifically. Now, these are then going to sit on the outside here, like that. Are going to, like that, like that. I can't do math, can I? No, I put these in the wrong spot. Ah. I dropped one down there. Oh. If we're further on, I wouldn't mind or be so much of an issue, but right now I need every last piece. So most of it, otherwise I have to go back to the nether. Okay. Course correction. Do that side. So let me do this, do that, do that. That should look from below. And that bit didn't connect. Okay. This is why we were doing this step. Looks like I was facing the wrong way anyway. Might as well. So it's connecting to that side. This one is just not wanting to connect at all. Connect to that side. I know these have like a bias to them. It's really quite annoying. That side will connect. I break that and then do that. That'll connect. Okay. This means I'm going to have to do this from down below for all of them. Yay. And now you see where it's starting to get some of that bulk and that complicated, like, terraced feel of it as it builds up and builds out. It feels like, it makes the structure feel like so much more hefty than it is. Okay, that. 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 And this right here. Oh, how did I make it work on the other one? Having it go against the wall, I think, actually. That was brilliant. I broke the wrong block. I think that is what I did on the other side. Shoot. Alright, well, I can live with that. What I wanted to do isn't really going to be viable. I can make a quick tweak to it. So, manipulating stairs can sometimes be a little wonky. So, that's what I did there. And yeah, I need to correct that one. Okay. Not the end of the world, just means I have to be a little more careful with how I do this. But, well, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so to do this then, I have to face this way, face into the stair, face that way, face into the stair, face that way. And repeat it again here. And with that, we now have our kind of flare out feel here. Not anything particularly out of the ordinary or strange about this, it's just the route that I decided to take with this. Where is 2, 3, 4? Okay. Pretty much doesn't matter. Okay. So for the final piece of wood that's going to go up here, I know that I said the last one was, but this one is truly the final one because it's capping it off. And it's finishing the whole texture continuity. And I'll be able to do the same thing down here in a moment. So I made the extra ones. We have the upper portion of our base. So this is where the bed would go. Now, you're probably thinking, well, hang on a second. You're open to the air. Yeah. And? No. Can you imagine if that was the actual answer? No, the next thing for me to do is actually continue this up a bit and add to the roof. And start working on the roof. The way that I was going to do that is with more Blackstone, but I'm kind of a bit tapped out on Blackstone at the moment. So what I'm instead going to do is watch the zombie. I thought I saw like 6 zombies there for a second there. I have 30 regular Blackstone. If I do the bricks in the back like I intend to, like so, I can do the wall here, and that will allow me to start branching out with the roof. And the roof is just going to be spruce and whatnot. So let's do polished blackstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need right now. So, and this just goes like that. Okay. Yes, it will be open, but I'm going to do something specific with this space right here, and thinking. These placed. The roof is going. I think that will be what's needed to finish it. Of course, that one went in the wrong spot. Okay. Just cracked my neck pretty loudly there. Okay. Now that we've got this up here, now that we've got a large, broad space to work with, I think it's time for us to start working on and spreading out with a roof. Roofs are insanely easy for some people and a nightmare for others. I tend to fall into the hit or miss category for that. So I'm going to need a good amount of spruce stairs. I'm going to need a good amount of spruce slabs, and that's not a good amount. That's better. I'm going to need a few more oak slabs, and the rest of these should be turned into stairs like that. Now, the easiest roof you can do in Minecraft is quite simply a 90-degree roof. Death will be due to evil flying rats. Are you talking about the phantoms? Because I've been sleeping pretty regularly. So, anyway, that's just Cyro. He's deciding to add some commentary. Alright, so side of this, I'm going to place a single slab. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So, the easiest roof to do, by far, is the 45-degree angle roof. Okay? 90-degree angle roof. It's just simply stairs working your way up. There's nothing wrong with that. You just need to make sure that you pay attention to what shape that you're going for and that it just kind of scales well. If you have a great big old house, it might not look that greatest. But I don't like to do those types of roofs. So, I mean, I've done them before. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But 45-degree angle. It is 45-degree angle. Why did I think it was 90? This is what I get for staying up late sometimes. Okay. Let's grab a few more of those. And I think you can already see what I'm going to start be doing with the roof here. Okay. Let's do that. Now that we've got a good roof line, in each of these corners, on top of where there's cherry, I'm going to put a full block of spruce as well as on top of the bricks. Okay, now this is kind of a roof tutorial. If you go around, you can add a few of these in here, and this gives you a bit of a contrast in height and shape. Okay, next I made all these spruce stairs so I could do this. Minus the accidental inverted the wrong way one. Okay, So you go across to each of these, place the stairs in like this. This creates kind of a flat, but rapidly getting taller and taller roof. This is kind of like a witch's hat when it's finished. Okay? And my chat crashed again. I do not know why it keeps crashing. So, but it also adds a lot of quick and easy verticality for you to work with within your build. And I think that's my favorite thing about it. Oh, Iron Golem's doing his work. Now, in these areas where you've got kind of a weird continuity here, I'm not going to be super worried about it. If I do worried about it, because I'm just probably going to do like an interior bit of decorating here. So I'm just going to do this. Yeah, it's cheap. It's easy, but it works. Alright, and there we go. Now to get this whole thing having a... Wow, why does that keep crashing? To get this whole thing having the necessary rapid rise in height that it's going to have, you have to use full blocks. You can't just rely on the stair shape's 45-degree block. That's okay. It's one of those easier blocks for you to play with in terms of rapidly ascending and adding height. So it helps spread things out, make them a little bit smoother. You can do a lot with a single block like this, if you're careful. Not trying to be mean or anything about that, it's just everybody has a different approach to it. So one of the other things I'm going to do here is add in a bit of a recessed, facing the wrong way, recessed look to this. Like there's an extra pop out that occurred further up than the roof, like it's a vent of some kind. This also helps add depth to the roof. Never underestimate how powerful just a little bit of texturization can be with the look of something. Let's see. Let's go over here. And finally that. There we go. Okay. Now we've got some pretty stable and decent verticality. I'm going to add in a single spruce slab in the middle here. And this is now defining the next terrace and next way that we start to add some verticality, which is with a single plank, like right there. Now, you're probably wondering, that's all well and good, but what about the rest of the roof? Oh boy, do I have some advice for you. So, the more complicated you make the layout and design of a roof, the more easy it is to blend in these variations. Okay, so right now I'm adding in what seems to be like a complete waste in the form of this extra plank, this extra slab here, but actually it's adding in so much more in terms of, darn it, I'm gonna run out of spruce. No. It's actually adding in so much more in terms of the verticality that you're able to work with. It's almost worth it to just go nuts. This means that I can drag this across so much more readily. Nope, wrong one. Slab. Slab. See how this is working out now? See how it's building its height so quickly? Why does that keep crashing on me? Let's see. No crash logs or anything. It's just it's like my chat is deciding it doesn't want to display. So if anybody's talking, I won't be able to see it right away. All right. Behind the one that we placed before, we're going to add the next one, which is going to get doubled up. So now we're starting to close in on the roof. Now we're starting to close in around the central 4x4 shape. Is a better way to put that, I guess. I am burning through planks, so I'm going to need to go get some more spruce here in a bit. Now you see that room down there is going to have a lot of space in it. With this simple, very simple roof design. So, as I go around, I'm going to place a few more. I'm out of slabs. I need to go get so much more. Okay. I'm going to put on the corners here, before I leave, torches. These will come down later. I would like to actually decorate this roof with glow lichen, but yeah. Now, I told you that I would be doing some more stuff with cherry log, and I will. Just that'll be on the inside, not the outside of the roof. So, since we're down here, since I've got the time for it anyway, let's work on finishing up the interior of this space. So, I'm going to need 16 of these. So, these stairs are going to go across here. There will be what closes up that gap. So that way it doesn't really seem like you have that space there. But down below, that space is actually really quite important to be able to see. So for the interior here, I'm going to have to move all this. Hang on a second. Let's start by finishing off what was probably the most important thing to have in here done before we left. Oh, there's no choosing it. Okay. This bit. Okay. Put our items back in here. Like so. Okay. This will be the upper portion of the base. Can't really do an enchanting setup here, but I can do quite a lot more. There is quite a lot that I can do in this space. Now to start with, the more I think about it, the more I want to do something unusually shaped in this area. But to do that, I'll need more spruce. I love how it's giving me this barrel shape, which is going to get taller and taller. That is really quite cool. I can also go around and place some interior elements to the walls exterior. Not the walls, the roof's exterior. See how it adds just that much more busyness, the more structural nature to the roof here? It feels much more solid. That's actually the goal, the look that I'm trying to aim for. Alright, let's go out, grab our bed real fast, because I'm going to need to go to the spruce forest. And come down here. Got all our chests and everything in here. I have a kitty cat on my lap. Hi. Apologies for that, he wanted some attention. It is getting late, so I don't know if I'll make it exactly to my goal of getting this completely finished by the end of the episode, but I'm going to make another crafting table just so I'm not making a mistake about that. Okay. Let's head to that spruce forest. Let me see if I can get around to it this way, instead of having to go the long way around. Body of water, which, granted, I'm going to do so many pretty things with this body of water, but I'm not entirely there yet. Don't want to look around behind me. Don't want to look around behind me. I'm going to look around behind me. Oh. Yep. That's going to look really good when it's done. Keep in mind, I will still have to texture the roof. I'm going to put glow lichen up there, so there's a lot more that will go into it, but that's definitely going to be an episode 2 thing. Alright, so it was on the other side of this bit of the cherry grove. Just keep running along here. I think I'll get a stack and change of spruce. That should be more than enough for what I need it to be. So, yeah, stack and change of spruce is plenty. I've got plenty of oak already, which is what I was going to use for like adding a little bit of texturing. That's a later step. I just didn't anticipate needing so much spruce. I guess I just underestimated it, but got about a stack and change when I came out here last time. So if I get another stack and change, I should have plenty. Alright, let's get up into this. Probably just like snowy forested slopes or something like that. Alright. I don't know, Minecraft has a lot of biomes, and I've kind of lost track of them. A few ones that I actually really care about, and others I'm a little more ambivalent about, but Bruce is one of the prettier ones, so I will leave it at that. Let's go here. Yeah, I think about a stack and change of spruce logs would be funny. I don't know, if I get a stack and a half or so, that'd be good. Alright. It is definitely, sun is definitely setting out there, okay. See, it seems to be getting darker. It is getting darker. Okay, let's place it down in bed. And sleep through the night real fast. So. Oh, so far so good, and we've made, and I keep saying, I have a really bad habit of saying that. We've made some really good progress, so I'm quite happy. Grab that one there. I have a kitty cat playing in the window next to me. Here. 5 logs. I think I'll be good getting almost 2 stacks. Okay. That's going to be more than I anticipated that I'd need, but hey, there's leftover. I can use the planks and stuff to make chests, so. Those for the base. Always need storage. Always need storage. I don't think there's been a time where I've made a storage haul that I haven't almost immediately filled up. So, and the storage for this one's going to be very Spartan at first. Alright. Come on, let's get this last one. Okay. Here. Stack and 16. I can easily get to a stack and a half. See, I know there's a log stuck up there. last couple up here. Okay. That was a little screen rippy. And last tree. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got plenty. Around, see if there's any last minute saplings or anything that drop that would be useful. I know I could plant the giant taiga trees, but I don't have a way to deal with the podzol just yet. So, and I don't want to have to deal with that destroying the grass in the meadow, because that is pretty grass. Okay. Alright, now that I've got the last bit of the wood that I'm going to need, I can put a roof on this thing. So, and don't think I'll add the glow lichen just yet. I haven't gone deep enough into caves for it. There is a dripstone cave right there, and I am feeling slightly brave right now, so I'm going to take a peek and see if there's glow lichen in there. If there is, then I'll go ahead and harvest it, and then I can bone meal it to make as much as I want, so. I do see glow lichen down there, quite a bit of it. Grab that, let's grab that, do that. Let's put you here. Okay. This is a full and proper dripstone cave. Let's do that. Okay, got glow lichen right there. Still using a stone sword, so. Let's make a bit of that, and let's get rid of you guys. That hurt. Alright, let's go down here. I think an automatic glow lichen farm might be the first thing I end up making, because I want to use it in the roof. Alright. What I want to do, I'm going to need about 40 or 42 glow lichen, so about 6, 7. Well, it's daytime. I'm going to use this opportunity to go around in here and collect what I can. I destroyed one by accident, I think. Oh well. That was bad. Okay. I have a strong feeling that I am pushing my luck. Alrighty, that was fun. Let's not say we didn't do that. Let's not do that again and say we didn't do it. 15. Okay, I think this is enough for me to confidently say that I can not stand on the gravel while placing a torch on it. Okay. Hello, Mr. Kitty. I don't really need a kitty cat in my lap right now. Let's go over here. All right, I'm gonna say I'm pushing my luck. Go back up top. Oop. Come on, get away from that, and then I'll just bone meal the rest. Okay. We've got some bones. It's not a big deal. I can parkour a little bit. Alright. Hey Dan, what do you mean how do you sneak down the stairs? Oh, just go downstairs. So. I am starting to lose some energy here, though, so... There's a good amount of caves around here. Alrighty. Let's get what I need from the glow lichen, then I'll head up there and I'll finish that roof. It's not fully finished yet, but it's... I'd say it's about 50% done. The complicated shape is already taken care of. The rest of it will be quite easy to do. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get back to work on this. We made some great progress. Let's make even better progress. But first, let's clean out the stuff I don't need to have on me at the moment. We'll need those. Do that. Alright, so total 24 glow lichen to work with. Okay, I can work with that. So let's grab the blocks that I'm going to need from here. Head back up top. Do I have the... Where did I put my cobblestone? There's cobblestone. Okay. I'm just going to use that as a temporary scaffolding to get up to the top when I get up there. So... Okay. Make a bunch of those. Make a bunch of those. Probably going to make a few more of those. A few of these. Oops. Do that. So, okay. Alright, let's pillar up to here. Now, I only have 24 glow lichen, which isn't as much as I was hoping to have, but that's okay. I can go through when I do the retexturing and adding of additional details, swap out and add more as needed. So, with that said, though, I am going to place glow lichen on the corner there, and on each of these. That will provide enough light to make sure mobs don't spawn in these areas, as well as spawn-proof the more concerning areas. Because mobs can't spawn on glow lichen, which is quite nice. Okay, that's already providing a good amount of glow. So we'll set this aside, start work on the next stage. Okay, we've already started by placing our slabs in the corners here, so we need to finish that out. Okay, we're also going to place slabs here and here, a full block there. Reason being is that this is just to continue the blending of the corner up. We're also going to place full blocks here. This is our first truly complicated little tweak now. Okay? We've popped this in, we've built up this rather substantial, I feel I should say, shape. Now, I'm going to place these all the way around the interior here, because this is how we will bring this in. Hang on a moment. Alright, sorry, my cat was doing something weird again. Alright, on top of the one that I just placed, I'm going to place a slab there. Walk around. Slab. And now we have essentially squared off the roof. At this point, it's actually relatively easy just to continue up. And that's what I'm going to do. As we go around, we're going to add a not insignificant amount of height in this process. Now, if we go down to F3V and V, look at our block level. Right here, the glow lichen is barely providing enough light for this area, but it's still spawn proofing it. So that's what we want. Now, if we were to do it, check it again up here, see we've got some spots like right here with 0. So this is an area where we're going to have to do another bit of spawn proofing. With that though, I'm going to place blocks in the corners here. And then in the corners to connect like so. And this will bring us up to our next level. Kitty cat that is making a mess now. Alright, let's grab a little bit more spruce plank and finish off this square. Okay? Now we're going to go up in the corners, like so, but stairs the rest. Now this also creates kind of like a indent look on the overall structure, which is actually quite nice when viewed from a distance. Now, the center portion here, there's not really much you can do, though I am going to make a quick little change. What's going on, kitty? Sorry, it's late. He wants to go to bed. Routine's been disrupted. He's a crotchety old man at this point. Alright. Now that we've got that, we're going to do our 4x4 across until we get up 3 blocks. And then we are going to slab across all 3. With that, we've now created the upper portion of our roof. But I need to place glow lichen a bit. How did I do that? Alright. So block level is 0 up here, but it's on a slab. These are also slabs and block level 0, but these are not. And these spaces right here are at light level 0. Now they're not. This is where we will add a great deal of the backlighting effect. Oops. This build. And with that, we now have finished the top portion of the roof. Yes, I know, the shape repeats itself, but that's okay. Now it's time for us to work on the bottom portion of the roof, which is going to be the more tricky one. Okay? Starting at this block, I'm going to start spreading out. So, I'm going to need this, because I need more slabs. If I could remember where slabs go. More than that. That should be enough. Okay. Should grab this. A common mistake that's made when creating roofs like this is people have a tendency to want them to be busy, to want them to be complicated. That can work. There's no rule against it. Like, there's no rules at all. But it is important to remember that if something is busy, it draws the eye. So if you want the eye drawn up to it, and you know that's what's going to happen, feel free. But also be forewarned. So I do want to draw the eye up here, so I'm doing... Okay. That zombie is just murdering the wandering traders' llamas. Now, what I want to do with this setup here is actually create this little ledge that extends out here. That one's an extra one that I'll have to get rid of. Little ledge that'll extend out this way. That doesn't need to do anything more than that. Because the glow lichens here, it should be spawn-proof due to light. So I'm not too worried about that bit. See what's up here. Even though this is now the top slab. I did it again. Okay. And with that, we now have our roof, I would say, 95% complete. There's a couple places where I would change it out with, you know, let's see if we could do that there, but that actually kind of sticks it out a little too much, so it expands that, so I don't really want to do that, but that's, you know, one of the things you look into. Honestly, what would actually make the most sense here is probably a fence post. This is the type of thought process that now starts entering into the fray. Let's drop down, place those back in there. We've got extra slabs right here. And right here. We need to put in doors. So... And honestly, this is just the bare bones shape and structure. I've not even started to decorate. Okay. So I'm going to place these doors in such a way that the zombies will always think that they are open, even though they're closed. That'll keep the zombies from being able to get in here so easily. Okay. Now I know doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on here in this space. We can do some of the automated farm setups here, though. That's what I hadn't hoped for that. We also have this view now. I've got a couple of things I can do to help augment this, as well as to finish in the space here. But unfortunately, it's starting to get late, and I'm starting to run out of energy, so... Hey, it's been 3 hours and almost 10 minutes that I've been running on this, so I think we've made a lot of progress. Went from virtually nothing to actually a half-decent starter base within episode 1. For me, that's... No, I take 2-3 episodes to build a starter base. So for this, 3.5 hours, yeah, this is respectable to me. I'm happy with this. So, with that, everybody, thank you for tuning in. It has been wonderful having you here. I have been Wolf, and Have a good night.